hello there, family. I didn't see you there. And welcome back to another edition of Midweek Moment with the Crenshaws. I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day.
Thank you.
The apple of my eye.
I am.
The wind beneath my wings.
I am the wind.
The rib that completes me.
You're completed.
The Wanda to my vision.
Okay, we talked about this little show. It's not Disney. I know you're talking about.
It's Disney.
It's
Disney Plus. Yeah.
Disney Plus. Wanda.
Wanda.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah.
What's the name of the show? It's in the name. I just gave it to you.
Is the name.
There you go.
Yeah, but I wanted to what's the character name?
Wanda and Vision. That's the character's name.
The guy with the red face is not Wanda.
No, that's Vision. His name is Vision.
Okay, so who's Wanda?
Wanda is the female.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What the world?
I didn't put it together.
It's literally in the name. Wanda Vision.
I didn't know it was about him and her. I thought it was about the red face guy. I didn't.
That's Vision.
Right, but I didn't know that there was a Wanda.
So why would they call it Wanda Vision if Wanda wasn't in it?
I don't know. So is Vision his last name or his first name?
All of it. That's his name.
So he is just like Princess Prince. He just Vision.
He's just Vision.
And then Wanda, she ain't got no last name.
No, she does it. Maximoff. Wanda
so then
Maximoff.
Why the heck is it Wanda? Almost cuss. Oh, Jesus, forgive me. So why is it Wanda Vision?
Because that's her first name and his name. Wanda Vision.
So they should have put it together.
They did. Wanda Vision. They put it together.
Like Branchula. Like when Brad and Angela was together.
Did you really just do that? Brangelina?
Yes, Brangelina.
Did you really just do that?
I did it. Let's make up a name for that because I don't like the way it made me feel.
Are you going to say your name? Just curious.
Wait, I got to get their name first. Okay, let's do.
They have one. It's called WandaVision.
One Vision. I don't. I
making my head hurt.
Because you take the D and the A out, babe.
No. You're making my head hurt.
One Vision. See, then it makes more sense, but the Wanda Vision.
I feel my temple.
I make it feel like it's her first and her last name.
No.
So that's what.
My
Okay.
temple.
What's
I
going on, family, guys? What is going on? I am Angela Crenshaw, guys. What is going on?
That is my wife, family. Family,
What's
that
going
is my
on?
wife. I don't know what just happened. I gave her literally the easiest one possible because it's literally in the name.
But I didn't know that there was a Wanda. I just knew there was a red face guy.
Why would there? But if the name of the show is WandaVision, why would there not be a Wanda?
Because he's a dude. His name is not Wanda. So
right, his name is Vision.
Right, it doesn't matter. Housekeep, bruh.
This is family. I don't know.
No, it didn't come together for me like it should have. I'm just saying. But now the name they're WandaVision. Taking the DA out, they're WandaVision. Because now it makes me feel like there's a guy and a girl. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not going to continue down this road. I'm not.
You got a housekeep.
I already
What's
got pain
up?
shooting through my temple. I'm not.
It shouldn't
do
though.
this anymore.
It shouldn't. I got you.
Family, welcome.
What's up, family?
Family, just welcome to my world, family. Family, however you're listening to us, whether it's through iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. For our new family members, we so welcome you.
Thank you for being here. Your voice is cracking. You okay?
I'm under distress. I am thoroughly distressed. I'm gonna push through. I'm gonna push through, but I am thoroughly distressed.
Push through, baby.
For our returning family members.
Did we say hi to the
We did. We said hi to the new ones.
Hey, did we ask them for forgiveness?
You the one need to ask for forgiveness.
New family members,
I'm
we
just
love
saying.
you guys. Thank y'all so much for subscribing and coming on here and listening to us. We absolutely adore and love you.
Because right now
thankful.
I need an 800 milligram Advil.
Because my husband going through, so I just want to shout y'all out for myself.
For our returning family members,
family,
you know how we feel about you.
Yes.
Now, our new family members, we absolutely love you.
Yes, we do. It's hard to tell with Sanchez today, y'all, but he does love y'all.
Family, we have room in our hearts for you.
We do. Not a room.
We have room.
We have room.
But there is something special about those returning family members.
Yes.
The ones who stick through all my wife's craziness.
Wow.
The ones who stay with us, who listen on a regular basis.
Thank you guys so much.
Who send us emails and comments on our Instagram and our Facebook and all of the above.
And give us aluminum foil and
reach
potato
out to
chips
us and give us aluminum foil.
And potato chips.
We love it.
Thank you guys
We
so
love it.
much.
So family, like I said, our new family members is always placing our heart for you. But there's just something about those returning family members that they just do our heart well.
Yes.
But everybody is welcome to the cookout, whether you're a new family member or returning.
I like that.
But here's the thing about the cookout.
Yes.
Make sure you bring some aluminum foil.
So you can
what,
take something with you.
So you can take something with
Crenshaw nugget or something.
Here's the thing. The one thing about Crenshaw's is that we love to have fun.
We do.
We love to laugh. We love to joke.
Yes.
Life is too hard and too short not to find some humor and some fun in it.
Especially in these times. Have a good time.
Have a good time. Find a good time where you can find it.
Yes. And it's Wednesday. It's hump day.
It's hump day.
Hump day.
But the one thing we always try to do, we always try to leave you with a perspective.
We do.
A different way of looking at things.
Yes.
An aha moment, if you will.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we tell you to make sure you bring your aluminum foil.
So you can take some.
So you can take that nugget with you.
Yes.
Now, family, last but not least, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast.
You need help?
I may do. I'm still under the stress. I still need that 800 milligram.
No one has that, babe.
I'm just saying.
Is it an 800 milligram of lead? Did you say 800?
Yeah, 800. It's an ibuprofen though. Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel good?
I'm saying I just need two.
Okay, cool.
Just need two.
Now you need two.
I need two. You got my head hurt. I need two.
I'm sorry. Carry on. I just was trying to express the whole WandaVision thing, but go ahead.
Don't start that again.
I'm not.
Don't start that again. My blood pressure.
It's WandaVision from now on.
Wow.
Go ahead.
So, family, we consider ourselves an interactive
But
podcast.
then if I do WandaVision, yeah, I like WandaVision. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We consider ourselves
So
an
sorry.
interactive podcast.
I'm sorry.
So what that means is, family, we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all under Crenshaw Corner.
Yes.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Yes.
Once again, at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Yes.
Now, Bae, it is still March.
It is still March.
It is the second to the last Wednesday in March.
Come on.
Can you believe that next Wednesday is actually the last day of March?
The last day of March, and actually the last day of March Money Madness.
March Money Madness.
How you doing?
I'm excited about it being the last day of the month. I really am, to be honest with you.
You're rude.
I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. However, I've actually enjoyed this particular session more than I thought I was going to.
Yay!
Because, family, if you haven't picked up on it by now and just kind of listening to us throughout the month of March,
so proud of you.
I am not it's not that I'm not a fan of finances.
Not that you're not a fan of money.
I enjoy money.
You enjoy the flow.
I enjoy money.
You enjoy currency.
I enjoy currency.
Currency.
You know, I do not live behind the motto is that money is the root of all evil. Mm-mm. Because the thing with that particular motto is that a lot of the time people leave out a particular word or phrase when they have that particular conversation. Mm-hmm. It is the love of money that is the root of all evil.
Yes.
So money within itself is not evil or good. Mm-hmm. It is what you do with it.
It's just currency.
It is just currency. It flows.
It gives you options.
It gives you options. So the one thing about me is that, once again, I don't have an issue with money. I don't have an issue with currency. It's just the conversation behind it.
Right.
I find it very boring.
Have I tainted it for you?
You've tainted it. You've tainted it for me. Because when you're having that conversation every 15 to 20 minutes every day.
Well, I've done good. I only snuck a meeting in on you. Was it Monday?
It was like Monday morning, like 7:00 in the morning. You snuck a financial meeting.
Because you asked me a question.
It was a simple question, though.
But I had to go to the book.
You didn't have to. You chose to.
No, because I don't ever want to have a money conversation with you without the book.
Wow.
Baby. The book.
Whatever, man.
Tells it all. The book tells it all, baby.
So
tells it all.
Here's the thing, family. So the one thing we decided to do for March, of course, is that we had a series entitled March Money Madness.
You did good.
Thank you very much.
It's flowing now.
It's flowing now.
Because it's almost over.
It's almost over, so it flows now. And what we decided to do, of course, was have conversations centered around finances.
Yeah.
But do it in a little different way.
Yeah.
And so we've had different guests come in and speak to the family. We had the most magnificent couple of the Swansons to come in and talk about, and actually they caused trouble.
They caused trouble.
They caused trouble.
Folk reached out to us, just upset.
They came in and had a conversation with the family about, living off of one income, being a one income household
with it.
and being successful at it.
Yeah.
So that was a beautiful conversation. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen.
And we're close to that goal.
Yeah, we are. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're almost there.
We could say that we are there, but I won't. I'll say we're close to there.
Yeah, because because technically we're not.
Yeah.
And I don't like to lie to the family.
Yeah.
So we're closer.
We're a couple of dollars from it. That's why I was like, we could, but
cut off something.
We cut off something.
We probably could do
probably
it.
like Duke Power or something.
Well, they kind of need them. I kind of like having lights, so we're not gonna talk
We
about
cut
that.
something serious, but if we took something away, we really could.
And then we followed that up by a wonderful young lady that came and sat down and talked with us, Miss Tiffany Newkirk.
Yes, Tiffany.
You want to talk about Tiffany?
Miss Tiffany, the financial coach, who is incredible and amazing, who likes to do it practical, very simple.
A lot of what she brought to the table was just practical
was
application.
Difficult. It was just, I think the greatest thing she said is just start it.
Yeah, just start.
Just start. Start that situation. Start it and then go from there. Don't keep your head in the sand, not knowing what you owe and what you don't owe. So, yeah, I was really, really excited to have her on the show. Yes. And then we had, my goodness, go on and break them your people. Our people, the love, your
had
your brother.
The wonderful, talented,
Not talented.
extraordinarily good looking.
Yes.
George Clooney looks. Mr. Shane and his wonderful wife, Meredith Thomas.
I love them too.
Yeah, and we did an episode entitled Well Blended.
Well blended.
And just talking about coming from the aspect of being a blended family.
Yeah, absolutely. Bringing kids together.
Bringing kids together, bringing
finances
two
together.
families together, bringing finances together, and some of the obstacles they face within doing that. But once again, being able to do that and do it very successfully.
And do it successfully, yes.
Because family, of course, we can sit down and all day and we can find every example of where things don't work.
Right.
And we can talk about the negative aspects. We can talk about how it doesn't work. But the Crenshaws don't like doing that.
No, we don't.
We like bringing you what does work.
What does work,
You know?
absolutely. And
So,
one thing I liked
go ahead,
about Tiffany when she was talking was she was so good because she was stating that this is what I know to be sure, and I know what works.
Right.
And me and my husband have not arrived totally where we want to be, but we're on the direction of doing that. And I thought that was so cool because as a financial coach, that just shows me that she's still learning, she's still gathering information, and she's still trying new things for her family as well. And so I was so excited that she was honest, because sometimes people are like, I've arrived, I've done it, and this is how it's the only way it works. And she wasn't like that. She was like, you got to pair it to your family. You know, with Shane and Meredith, what I loved about them was, you know, I'm not an Excel person, guys. I'm a paper pen book.
Yeah, nah.
You know, but they almost tried to kick me to the other side.
Yeah, they tried to convert you.
They almost converted me, though.
They almost converted you.
Thinking about it. I mean, Sanchez loved the Excel aspect of it. But
I love a Microsoft Excel sheet.
But
Excel sheet.
not me paper. So they almost took me to the other side. But I love the fact they was conversating about the reality, the truth of what they bought, their credit, what they owe, their perspectives and their vision and how they handle money.
Yeah.
And then they bought it together and they made a compromise on how that would work. So that was really, really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
So did I. So what I want to do for the next few minutes is just kind of go through each episode just for a minute.
Yeah.
And just kind of pick out just a couple of things. Because we started this journey back on the first part of March, I think March 5th maybe, with wealth building, because we opened up the month. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, because I don't really remember all our episodes, to be honest with you, so you may have to keep me honest. I don't really remember. But hey, we talked about wealth building, but not so much as we did it from the aspect of kind of a legacy building. Yeah. And understanding that wealth is different for everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
And so where you may not be able to obtain wealth, but you can obtain wholeness. Yeah. And we talked about wholeness. Yeah. So, babe, if you could, just for the family, enlighten them on the concept of financial wholeness once again for me.
Financial wholeness, again, is not mine. It is not mine. It is from the Budgetnista. Tiffany Alicia. When I tell you I love her, guys, she in essence, she got 2 pages. That's my girl. But anyway, financial wholeness is talking about your number, what is good for your family to live for the next 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and also set in a legacy for the rest of your family. And wholeness means in all areas, not just financially, but spiritually, mentally, everything coming together. And a lot of times everything can't come together, as we both know, if the finances are not together. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have all you want, your mental peace, but if your money not right, you don't have mental peace because you're thinking about how I'm going to pay the bills. bills and how I'm going to do this and how's this going to go. And if somebody asks for something, how I'm going to do it. And so financial wholeness says, listen, you may never ever be a millionaire,
Right.
but what's your whole number that works for your family? And I think when she said that, that was an aha moment for me, because I'm like, we have a number. Do we know the number that we need that's going to work for our family, that makes us comfortable?
What is the number for you, like you said, that makes you, that allows you to do your vacations, that allows you to pay your tithes, that allows you to help people when you want to, that allows you to buy the things you want to buy,
to live in the space you want to live,
lives in the space you want to live, you know, that allows you to save what you want to save. Because like I said, everyone's number is different.
Everyone's number is
you
different.
may not need 1.2 million to do the lifestyle
that you want to live the next 20 years.
Exactly. So what is your number then? How do you work towards that number?
Yeah.
And in the process of working towards that number, not getting so caught up in the number, because a lot of the times what we'll do as well is that on any journey we take, we're so anxious about the destination that we lose the fun in the journey.
Right. And I think that's so crazy that you say that, because I'm going to say this. The Crenshaws had so much going on. And so we missed you guys on our last, was it Friday?
Yeah,
so again,
we were not able to come to the family on Friday.
And so we're sorry about that. We had so much going on with a family member, and all is well now. But one of the other things that the Crenshaws moved.
Yeah, we did.
And what happened was we moved into this beautiful place that we wanted. We fell in love with it and we got it, and we were just so excited. But we haven't had the time, like Cynthia said, to really enjoy it. Because we're so busy trying to, did we unpack? Do we got the right pictures? Do this, go there? And instead of just sitting in it, like you said, we know it's our space. So we know what we want it to look like, and we can take our time with it, but we're so busy rushing, trying to put it together so quickly that we haven't had the opportunity to enjoy.
That we don't even realize that, hey, this is a new space. This is a different space.
Yes.
This is a calming space.
Yes.
This is a space with a magnificent view.
Right.
That we have not taken a moment
to
just sit back and be like, you know what?
This is good.
This is good.
This is good. And this is what happens with finances. We're so busy trying to make that money, get 3 or 4 jobs. I'm not taking anything away from 3 or 4 jobs. That's what you're doing. Get that money, get paid, that. You're not even enjoying the space that you're in, the blessing that you're in right now. And that's the issue. And so we're so busy doing that by the time you do get the money, you burnt out.
You burnt out.
You
know, mad because I only have $1,100 in my 401k. Okay, but that's $1,100 more than you had before you started it.
Exactly.
You know, that's however much they take out your paycheck per pay period. You know, that's before the beginning of the year, you didn't have that.
Right.
You know, you had less. So everything is a starting point.
Yeah. Even if you start with 5, I think
Tiffany talked about that too. Everything is a starting point.
It's a starting point. Even if you got to start with saving $5 every pay period, that is $5 more in your savings. And then when you find a way to do $10 next and do 20 and 30 and 40, but the goal is to have a number. I think wholeness is to have that number for you, number for your money wise, but have that space for you mentally, physically, spiritually. Where do you want to be, and make that whole picture for yourself, and then you go towards that. And you know,
and I know, I hear the family. There's somebody in the family right now saying, yeah, that sounds nice and that's cliche, but you don't know what I go through. You don't know what my obstacle is. You don't know what darkness I'm facing. You don't know. So yeah, it's easy for you to say that because it's 2 of you and blase.
Yeah. Did you say blase? You done took it back to the 80s?
Yeah,
Did
blase,
you say blase?
Sometimes you gotta say blase.
Blase. I like etc.
Now, for what everyone's came for.
What's that?
The great profile. Remember that?
Yes. At first I was looking at you like, what?
Family, I'm sorry. I actually have a point. It was some Barrymore. Never mind.
Do you have a point?
I do have a point.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my point.
Isn't that Drew Barrymore's
it's her
grandfather?
Her grandfather.
Her grandfather, yes. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
The great profile.
The great profile.
Okay, anyway,
and
sorry.
And then you had the audacity. He hit the profile people, but we're not going to talk about it.
All right, sorry. Tangent. Rabbit hole. So family, for the ones who are saying right now, you don't know what I go through. You can't possibly understand. You know, whether it's loss of a job, whether it's an illness, whatever it is, you can't possibly understand.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, family. Here's the one thing I do, and I don't know what you're going through. I don't. And I would never downplay it.
Exactly.
I would never take away from it.
That's right.
I would never say you don't have a right to feel the way you feel.
Right.
But here's what I would say. Find some piece of happiness in whatever you're going through. Because I promise you, no matter what you're going through, there's something that you can be grateful for.
Yeah.
Whether it's you may be jobless, but you still have your health. You may not have your health, but you may still be working. Or you may not have your health and may not still be working, but there's somebody going through this with you.
Right.
You know,
Not alone.
you're not alone.
Yeah.
Or even if you are alone, there's still something or someone that's reached out to you.
Right.
You know, that gave you a kind word, that said something to you. A smile at the grocery store. They did something. They acknowledged. It's easy to focus on what's not going right.
Right.
It's hard to find something good.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think that's the way our society has gotten, to the point where we're so busy focusing on what's going wrong that we miss the things that are right.
Right. And it's small things. It don't have to be big.
It don't have to be huge.
It don't have to be big things. Not too long ago, I think 3 months ago, it was this man, and he just started with pennies. He got the big water jugs, and he was putting pennies. He didn't pay any attention until it was full, and he took it to the bank, and they had to bust that bad boy open. They were looking at him like, "Sir, I don't know what you want. You need to roll it. You need to do something." But anyway, the fact of the matter is, that little thing, when he got through with pennies, nickels, all of that stuff, he had thousands of dollars that he didn't even know he had.
Because it started small.
It just started small. He just was throwing the penny. If he found a penny on the ground, throw it in there. He had a penny in the house, throw it in there. He seen a nickel or dime, throw it in there. Sometimes it doesn't have to start big, but the fact of the matter that it has to start.
It's just got to start.
It has to start somewhere.
And that's where I'm sorry, baby, go ahead.
I'm sorry. And that's where the joy come in at, that you're starting that thing. And, and you keep starting, you keep putting one foot in front of the other. Yes, sir. What you was going to say, baby?
No, I was just going to say, and that's where the wholeness part comes in.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, family. You have to understand, and there's an old saying, I think Chris Rock said it best. Money doesn't change you. Maybe it was Puffy. One of the two.
What?
But the gist of it is that money doesn't change you.
What just happened?
Because I know the quote I want to say. I don't remember to contribute it to Chris Rock or Puffy. I know one of them said it.
Those are two big dynamics.
I know. I understand that. I understand it's two totally different people.
Not only that, that's a big jump.
I'm just saying though.
Go carry on, my brother.
But money doesn't change you. It enhances who you already are.
Yeah.
So in layman's term, if you a jerk with money, that meant you were a jerk when you were broke.
Yeah.
If you are mean, but now that you got money, it just meant you were mean when you were broke. Just nobody really paid you any attention.
Exactly.
So, and the reason I say that is because even before the money comes, the success comes, the finances come the way you want them to come. You have to be in a place where you can be okay with it.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah, you have to be in a place where you can enjoy everything else.
Yeah.
Enjoy where you live. Enjoy the car you drive. Enjoy the clothes you have. Enjoy the spouse you got. Enjoy the kids you got. Because the more that you enjoy it and the more that you have fun with it, more will come to you because you'll be open to those things. Sometimes when you're so stiff and angry and mad, it's kind of like everybody always say, you hold your fist so tight and always talking about why nothing's coming to me because you don't have your hands open to receive what God has for you because you hold it and clenching on to everything that you have, And I just think that we just need to have a good time. And that's what we had to learn when we moved. We was like, we ain't even enjoying it? Because I'm like, what not even having a good time until the other night I woke up like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and I just walked around. I was like, okay, I got that, Lord.
Yeah.
I got that. Whatever picture gonna be up and when it get here, blah,
when it get here,
it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
But right now, I have to enjoy the right now, this moment, this second. Let me enjoy that right now, and that's where the wholeness comes in because it's not even just the financial; it's the mental wholeness.
The mental part of it.
It's the physical wholeness. It's the spiritual wholeness, and they all work together for your good.
What was the favorite part of your conversation with Jarvis and D with the Swansons?
Oh my gosh. I have so many. Wow.
Family, go back and listen to the episode. One is the magic number.
Yeah, one is the magic number. One is the magic number. I think one of the things that made everybody laugh, but also one of my favorite things is him saying that he loved having Weekend D.
Weekend D.
Weekend D.
Don't family.
Don't do that, family.
His wife's name is D.
His wife's name is D. And the mentality that Weekend D always had, he could have now every single day.
Right.
Because there was no stress. It was no tension, and they both wasn't like flying by each other.
Right.
You know, and that when he came home, he knew that everything was taken care of. And if something wasn't taken care of, they could discuss it and take care of it. But he already knew going in, coming home from the world out there who's throwing everything at him, that when he came home, that it was all good and that she had it. And so I really, really love that.
The one thing that I enjoyed from that conversation is, once again, something that Jarvis said about D.
Mm-hmm.
He said that corporate America didn't understand her value.
Come on.
They didn't understand her worth.
Couldn't pay her worth.
Because what she brings to the table, you can't quantify in corporate America.
Right.
And sometimes, family, you have to understand. And yeah, corporate America is great. There are some people that are built for corporate America. There are some people that are, somebody has to. Somebody has to. There's people that love it. That is their passion, that is their joy, whatever aspect of it, whether it's the financial side of it, whether it's the mortgage side, whether it's the customer service side, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they love it. But then there's some people that corporate America does not quantify your wealth. There's no way they can put a price tag on what you're worth and what you bring to the table.
Right. And some people are not built to work to work that way.
Because there's some family members that your gifts and talents, they just don't mesh or fit well with corporate America, because you're not supposed to be in it.
Right.
You're supposed to be an entrepreneur. You're supposed to be building. You're supposed to be creative.
Yes, you're supposed to be raising, pouring into your family.
Yeah.
There's so many ways of doing that.
Because there are some people, male or female, that are built. Their ministry is their home.
Exactly.
They're supposed to be in the home.
Exactly.
And the one thing also, if I remember correctly, was said during that episode, is that for the family members who are take that just off of it. You're not just a stay-at-home mom. You're not just a stay-at-home dad.
Exactly.
You're not just a housewife. You're not just a house husband.
Right.
You got to take that just off.
Exactly.
Because you are a stay-at-home mom. You are a stay-at-home dad. And that ministry isn't so important.
And there's so many hats to that ministry.
There's so many
hats to that ministry.
When I was working and you were staying at home, I got 2 15s and an hour break. You know, when I was in corporate, I was in corporate at that particular job, you didn't get that. You know, you're on from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. You're on. You don't get, the kids don't say, well, okay, mommy's on her 15. I can't talk to her right now.
Not happening.
You know, they're not going to be like, well, mommy's on her lunch break, so I got to wait for my question.
I should have did that and tried it and see what happened.
Yeah, let me get back to me on that. Yeah, for a family member who stay at home, tell your kid you're going on your 15-minute break. Let me know how to
put your lunch break and your break time on the refrigerator. Let the kids know, hey, you see this time? Don't bother me.
Let me know how that worked for you.
Don't bother me. Yes, but that was amazing. That was so good on so many different levels. So that was definitely my favorite part too.
Understanding your worth, understanding your value, and do not allow anyone to devalue you.
Yeah.
Or do not allow anyone to tell you what your worth is.
And having a real conversation as husband and wife, as couples, if the other person does want to stay home, and say, how do we do that? Not that we can't do it, but because that's one thing I love about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the book. One dad was like, we can't do it. The other dad was like, how can we do it? And I think the conversation for couples have to be, if one wants to stay home and it's feasible, if it's genuinely feasible,
how can we do it?
What do we change? What do we do? What do we come together to do to make that happen for the family? Yeah, absolutely.
What's the takeaway you have from the Thomases?
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So much. Like, you asked me, I'm like, it's so much. I think from them, being authentic, and being honest and open. One thing they said, that if you're honest with your finances, is because you're honest in your relationship.
Yeah.
Whew.
That was the one. Just piggyback off that a little bit. Yeah.
Now.
How you handle your finances is how you handle your relationships. That struck for me.
like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because if you're not,
That hit differently
you're
for
not
me.
guarding money, you're not hiding money, you're not hoarding money, you're not being honest about how you a spender and one is a saver, or how you spend the money, or hiding clothes in the closet, and all this other stuff that don't need to happen. If you're being honest, that tells you how your relationship is going as well.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when they said that,
Yeah.
we could have packed up right there.
We could just shut it down.
We could have had shut that conversation down. Yeah.
The one thing I took away, which was not necessarily a phrase or something they said, it was just the overall impression of them. Just the closeness that they have, just the openness that they have when it comes to their relationship, when it comes to who they are.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing in family, like I said, if you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to Well Blended. Actually, go back and listen to Well Blended, and go back to listen to One is the Magic Number.
Yeah.
And one of the things you will pick up on, there's a constant theme between these two couples.
Yeah.
They love each other and they're friends.
Yeah.
They are so close friends within this journey. And they know and they understand that they're not enemies.
Right.
They're not always going to agree.
That's another thing they said too.
Yeah. They're not always going to agree.
Absolutely.
But they know that they're going to come up with a way that's going to be beneficial to them,
right,
to the family,
and to their legacy.
and to their legacy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I think a lot of couples miss sometimes. No, we don't. Angela and I, we don't always agree. Now, we don't argue. That's the one thing. That's one thing Angela and I don't do, and it's just because of who we are as people.
Yeah.
Our temperament, to be honest with
It's
you, family,
dangerous.
it doesn't allow for arguments.
It doesn't. That's a dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
If the Crenshaws argue, oh my goodness.
Yeah, because to be honest, because when we allow ourselves to get to a certain point, we forget that we're married.
Right. So we don't do it.
We forget that we're friends, and then this part of us comes out, and then it becomes a very ugly situation.
So it's pineapple.
Yeah, so it's pineapple.
Pineapple.
But
you say pineapple, that means everybody walk away.
yeah,
Everybody walk away.
everybody walk away. Go to your neutral corners. We'll come back and try it again.
Try it again.
But we don't always agree.
Right.
And so what we do is we have that honest and open dialogue, and she'll tell me her viewpoint on the situation. I'll tell her my viewpoint on the situation. We will see if we can find a happy medium.
And if we don't, it's okay.
And if we don't, it's okay.
It's
and then we
okay.
agree to disagree.
That's it.
And then we move on.
We move on.
But the one thing the Swansons talked about, the one thing that the Thomases talked about is that they're in this together.
Right.
They love each other. They're in it together. And that's what they're going to do.
This is the thing I think too, when we think about Tiffany, she talked about her and her husband.
Right.
I call him Professor X.
Professor
Her
X.
husband, Professor X, is their friendship and them coming together and knowing who do what better.
Right.
And was okay with that, right? And the fact that she was like, babe, let me try it. Let me try it and see what I can do. I think I can do this. And him allowing her and trusting her to go, here, take it all.
Take it.
I trust you to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that couples have to realize. And that's another thing I took from her too, is because that's one thing that we live by. But Sanchez said I take advantage of it. But
You do.
whoever does it better is the one that should be doing it.
Yeah, you take advantage. You take so much advantage of that.
do.
Because you
just
say I
a-
do everything
You just do
better.
a lot of things better,
Whatever,
honey, and I
man.
love you. And when she said that is so true. So that I took that from her as well. And then I also took the fact that we don't have to make this financial journey so complicated.
Right.
It can be practical.
It can be practical
like
and
she
simplified.
Said, just start it.
Yeah.
Just start somewhere. Just talk with each other and start it somewhere. She kind of like said the same kind of thing that the Swanson said and that Shane and Meredith said. Basically, start it, but have a conversation together.
Yeah.
No holds barred. Let it be free and open what your spending is, what your thoughts are, what your financial thoughts are, and you go from there.
And just go from there.
And go from there. So I was so good about her. What did you take from her as well?
From Tiffany, the biggest thing I took from Tiffany is that even if you're scared, even if you're unsure, just do it.
Just do it.
Just go.
Go.
Start the process.
Yeah.
You may not do it right the first time. You're not going to do it right the first
Right.
time, but you started.
Yeah.
There's an old saying, you miss 100%. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to take the shot.
Yeah.
It's not about whether you make or miss.
Yeah.
You had enough confidence to take the shot.
shot.
And that was the biggest thing I took from Tiffany. Take the shot. Just find a starting point.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
make it as simple as you need to make it.
Yeah.
If you need to make it remedial and it needs to be ABC, then you make it ABC. If you're not ready for calculus yet, if you're not ready to solve for X, don't solve for X.
Just do regular arithmetic.
Just do regular
arithmetic.
Side note, this is how I knew that the public school system set me up for failure. Because when I was a child, they told me we're going to learn the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. Don't none of them words start with R. Reading does anyway.
You really gonna be okay?
I'm just saying, we're going to learn the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's a WRA.
We're gonna learn the raw.
But they talking about we're going to learn. Anyway, I'm sorry, family.
Rabbit hole.
Babe, you got a final thought for the family?
Well, no, I'm still going. I'm still here. I'm still here for a second. So hold on. Hold my mule for a moment. Also, my question to you is,
what's up, baby?
Because it seemed like you had fun.
Actually, I did.
The fun is not even over
it's
yet.
It's not. I've
we
enjoyed.
have another couple Friday.
We have another one that, family. I'm so happy to hear. Once again, this is a topic that I thought was going to be boring. We'll give you a little hint, family.
Mm-hmm.
So, upcoming Friday's episode, the Crenshaw Corner, is with. It's going to be with Junior and Tanisha Staten, and it's going to be about everyone's favorite topic, life insurance.
Listen,
now
get your pen and paper.
Yeah, I went into the episode thinking this is going to be boring. There's no way you can make life insurance fun. I'm gonna be honest with you, family, and I was so wrong.
They blew our mind.
Yeah, I was
made
so
us go
wrong.
back in and look at our policies.
Seriously.
See, we doing it right.
So we're not done. So this coming Friday, we do have the Crenshaw Corner coming to you. Once again, it's going to be with Junior and Tanisha Staten. They're going to be talking about life insurance, bringing a beautiful different perspective to the idea of life insurance. And then also the following Wednesday is the last.
We're gonna close it out.
The Crenshaws are gonna close it out.
We may.
Yeah.
We may.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. You never know what happens with us.
You never know.
But this is the thing about Friday. Get ready to laugh your face off.
And learn.
Laugh. That's what you call Friday.
Get ready to laugh and learn.
Life insurance, laugh and learn.
All right, so baby, we're not gonna be before the family much longer.
We actually gonna do a moment.
Huh? I tried to, and then you kept going. What's your final thought, gorgeous?
My final thought is thank you. Thank you, Sanchez, for being open to it, because I know this is not your favorite subject.
Right.
But the fact that you were open, that you didn't close your mind to like, I'm not gonna even like any of this. But you were open. You were open to the guests. You was open to the thought process. You was open. You were involved. You were engaged. So thank you. I want to just say my last thought is thank you. I appreciate you letting me do that. So thank you, babe.
No problem at all.
I appreciate you.
Oh, family, my final thought is gonna be
like the way I say that.
I love the way you said that.
Anyway,
family, my final thought is gonna be very simple. Take the shot.
Take the shot.
Take the shot. Whatever it is, just take the shot. See where the ball lands.
Money, life, whatever. Move. Take the shot.
The worst thing that can happen is that you fail.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
But do you really, or do you learn?
Nah, you learn.
Because I really think we always say that to our kids when they come to us. Like we say it to ourselves, you've never lost. You just learn.
You just learn.
Yeah,
it's just a different perspective on how to look at it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So family, we thank you.
Family. Oh my goodness.
Family, we thank you for listening. However you're listening, whether it's iTunes, whether it's Podbean,
Words of Heart,
whether it's Spotify, whether it's Amazon Music, whether it's Google Play or Heart Radio, on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com.
Yes.
We thank you for listening. Of course, we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all under Crenshaw Corner. And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Family, as always, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.